In today's video, we're going to do a continuation of what we did yesterday, which is taking a table of values and representing it as a linear equation. So yesterday we learned how to take 2 points from this table to calculate the slope and the y-intercept and write it as an equation in this format, y equals mx plus b. Yesterday I told you to find b. All you have to do is look in the table and find an x of 0. And then the number that goes with it is the y-intercept. You'll notice in this example that there is no x equals 0. There is no y-intercept just shown to us in this table. So we're going to have to do a little more calculation. If you're not given the y-intercept as obviously as we were yesterday, then you need to start by actually calculating the slope. And that works just like we were doing, where we pick 2 points, assigning them their y1 and y2 and x1 and x2, and using the slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The y values subtracted would be 8 minus 2, which is 6. And the x values subtracted would be 6 minus 3, which is 3. Our slope is 6 over 3, which simplifies to just plain old 2. All right, now we need to calculate the y-intercept. And we're going to do this algebraically. What we're going to do is we're going to write the equation y equals mx plus b. In this equation, I see 4 letters. I see y, m, x, and b. We don't know what b is, but we just calculated m, and we can pick out an x and a y from the table. If we plug in those 3 numbers that we just talked about, we can solve for b, which is what we're trying to find, the y-intercept. So let's do that, and let's use this point right here. X is 3 and y is 2. So let's change y to 2. Let's change x to 3. And let's change the m to what we just calculated, which is 2. So this equation simplifies to 2 equals 2 times 3, which is 6, plus b. If I want to know what b is, I have to subtract 6 here and get b equals negative 4. So my equation is y equals 2x minus 4. Now I'm going to take a second and check this and make sure it works. For this entire table, if I want to know y, I need to double x, then subtract 4. So this should work on every column. I need to double 3 to get 6, and minus 4 is 2. I need to double 6 and get 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. I need to double 1 to get 2, and 2 minus 4 is negative 2. I need to double negative 2, which is negative 4. And then when you subtract 4, you get negative 8. And I need to double negative 9, which is negative 18. And when I subtract 4, I get negative 22. And I'm actually going to write out the work for this one. So if this is truly the equation, then I should be able to change x and y to be negative 9 and 22. And it should make a true statement. I change the x to negative 9, change the y to negative 22. 2 times negative 9 is negative 18. And negative 18 minus 4 is negative 22. It works. This is a true statement. I'm going to put a little check mark there to show that it's a true statement. So the equation for this table is y equals 2x minus 4. One more example. Same directions. Write the equation of the line that passes through these points. Same problem. We were not given a y-intercept, so we're just going to have to calculate it. I'm going to pick 2 rows in the table. Pick any 2 rows. I'm picking these 2 because they're all positive numbers and they're next to each other, and the numbers are fairly close together. Let's calculate my slope by doing y1, y2, x1, x2. Slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Remember, this formula is just a fancy way for saying subtract 2 y's and then subtract 2 x's, and then you simplify. So 1 minus 3, which is negative 2, and 6 minus 2, which is 4. So the slope is negative 2 over 4, and that reduces to negative 1/2. Now to calculate our b, we just need to pick one of the points and plug in everything we know into this equation. We don't know b, so that'll be the letter that stays as a variable. So I'm going to use this one. Y is 3. M is negative 1/2. X is 2. And we don't know b. So negative 1/2 times 2 is negative 1. This equation says negative 1 plus b equals 3. So I need to add a number to negative 1 to get 3. Well, that number is a 4, so b equals 4. So my equation for this table is y equals negative 1/2 x plus 4. That's all for today.